Hello, I'm Kendra Cook, your host for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado. It's brought to you by the Dolores County Broadcasting Network with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. That's the Special District Association responsible for bringing the area free to access TV stations over the air by antenna. This is a community TV station, so if there's a news story or event information that you would like to share, call us at 970-677-4119 or email dcbnnews@gmail.com. And if you're a business or organization, we welcome you to find out about sponsorship opportunities for banners or video segments run on the channel. This is the transmission for Wednesday, April 7th, 2021, DCTV Daily News. It is definitely feeling more spring-like, although the winds aren't appreciated for outdoor activities. It surely is the time for more outdoor recreation as well as outdoor work. On the fun end of things, it was announced that the McPhee boat ramp is opening April 17th. House Creek Boat Ramp is opening May 1st. The San Juan National Forest Dolores Ranger District will open access to McPhee Reservoir on Saturday, April 17th for motorized boating. Operational hours for the main McPhee boat ramp are as follows. From the 17th to the 30th of April, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. On May 1st to September 20th, it opens at 6 a.m. and runs to 8 p.m. September 21st through October 31st, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Operational hours for House Creek Boat Ramp are as follows. May 1st through September 27th, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday through Monday. Current boat registration is required to launch a vessel on the reservoir. Registration information can be found on Colorado Parks and Wildlife's website. Aquatic Nuisance Species, ANS, inspectors will be on site to conduct pre-launch inspections of trailered and motorized boats launching onto the reservoir to help stop the spread of the zebra or quagga mussels and other invasive species. Boaters who need a full inspection on decontamination are urged to visit the lake during the weekday when visitation is lower than the weekend. Boaters who have tags from last year's inspections on McPhee will be able to enter the lake quicker than boaters who need new inspections. Boaters are also required to follow Colorado Department of Public Health requirements during inspections, launching, and boating, which include maintaining a social distance of 6 feet minimum when interacting with CPW staff or other people. Wait for the inspector to wave you forward to the inspection station. Remain in your vehicle, set the parking brake, and turn the vehicle off. And if you have a green seal receipt, please keep your window closed and show it to the inspector through the window glass. Follow the inspector's instructions if they need you to get out of the vehicle and assist with the inspection. Always maintain 6 feet minimum between you and staff or any other people. Avoid groups larger than 10 individuals or gathering with anyone that doesn't reside in your household. Local health board guidance may limit to groups as small as 4 persons. Please know and follow all of the local health board guidance, and that would be in Montezuma County. In addition to the boat ramp openings, McPhee Campground will open on May 1st, followed by House Creek Campground on May 2nd. For more information, please visit the San Juan National Forest boating webpage or contact the Dolores Ranger District directly at 970-882-7296. And now let's take a look at the local weather through the weekend and see if you have a good chance at some fun time outside. Today is sunny with a high near 59 degrees with north winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Looking into tonight for partly cloudy skies and a low of 37 with northwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. For Thursday, we're looking for another sunny day with a high near 66 with east-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. And tomorrow, we could see some more of those larger gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Thursday night, mostly clear and a low around 36 degrees with north-northwest winds at 10 to 15. Friday, sunny with a high near 59 degrees with northwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, and Friday night clear with a low around 33. Into the weekend, Saturday, sunny with a high near 65, Saturday night clear with a low around 38. Sunday, sunny with a high near 65, Sunday night mostly clear and a low around 34. And then into next week, Monday, again sunny with a high near 64 degrees, Monday night partly cloudy and a low around 37. And now, back to our news. As the Dove Creek Managing Director of the Dove Creek Chamber of Commerce, I would like to share the new appointment of the Executive Director for our neighboring chamber in Cortez. The Journal's report says that the Cortez Area Chamber of Commerce's new executive director will look to hit the ground running in order to stabilize and rebuild an organization designed to be a crucial liaison for the local business community. Colton Black, who lives in Hesperus, has long been an active member of the Four Corners business and finance community. He most recently worked as a lender for Dolores State Bank in Cortez and was voted onto the Chamber's board in February of 2020. He has been supported by Chamber officials in Cortez and Durango. Quote, Colton has had some really good ideas and he's just been really helpful, said Chamber Board Chairperson Darren Dennison. Black takes the reins after the coronavirus pandemic brought turnover at key positions in the chamber and will assume the leadership with a couple of battle scars of his own, gained during a losing campaign for La Plata County Treasurer back in 2018. Two Cortez Chamber Board members resigned last year, and the previous executive director, Raquel Rocky Moss, was let go because of financial troubles created by COVID-19. According to board member Bridget Jabor, the chamber hopes to bring on at least 2 to 3 new board members. Black and the board will be responsible for building a strategic vision for the future. For Black, that vision involves turning the chamber into, quote, a robust resource and business connector. He believes his experiences as a lender have allowed him to build a mental database of available resources that many business owners do not know are available to them. Quote, I want the chamber to be somewhere people can come and say, hey, my business is struggling with X, what do you suggest? And I can be like, yeah, here is some info that can help, or let me introduce you to so-and-so who specializes in that or who just dealt with something similar, Black wrote in an email to the Journal. Jabor, who joined the board back in October of 2019 and is an executive assistant at Southwest Health System, said it was important that the board re-examine its long-term model for supporting the development and growth of local businesses. Key goals include meeting regularly with community business leaders, facilitating collaborative opportunities, and advocating for chamber members in local, regional, and state conversations. There is some hubbub around his being selected after being let go from Wells Fargo in Durango under a whirlwind of media coverage that may or may not have been bringing to light the facts without bias. He had run as a Republican in a Durango race, so some politics may also have affected his employment situation. The article continues. The report states, quote, registered banker was discharged after being questioned during bank investigation about allegations that he improperly accessed customer bank accounts in February and March of 2018, improperly recorded his work time, and improperly used corporate email system to send personal emails. This activity was not related to the securities businesses of Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, end quote. It said Black was terminated on November 19th of 2018. The race for county treasurer was decided November 13th. Despite still strong support from my local management and co-workers, the contention from the campaign created enough friction up the chain into corporate Wells Fargo that they felt they needed to intervene, of which they had 2 options, step up and defend me or cut me loose, Black said in a written statement, again to the Journal. He also wrote that the only customer bank account he accessed was his own. Quote, although technically against bank policy, it was not uncommon for employees to use the internal system to look up info on their own accounts, as it was never enforced since the system had safeguards in place to prevent you from changing or altering any of the info, Black wrote. The access was more out of convenience rather than anything nefarious, and what I find even more interesting about this one is that they put it that it happened in February and March, yet I wasn't terminated until November. Black denied any instance of improperly recording his work time during his campaign. Unquote, all campaign events were coordinated with my local branch manager to ensure I was scheduled off. Working Saturdays allowed for schedule flexibility during the week, Black wrote in an email. Black acknowledged that he could have kept his campaign and corporate email correspondences separate. Quote, this one I can't really say isn't true because it is, but again, I wasn't the only one and it wasn't uncommon, Black wrote. Due to the bank firewall, you don't have access to any outside email accounts, so it wasn't unusual to use your bank email for things that weren't work-related. I tried to do a better job of separating the two during my campaign, but probably could have done better, end quote. Chamber board members and other business leaders who have interacted with Black stand by his reputation for a strong work ethic and an ability to follow through on objectives. He has a great reputation with the community, Dennison said. I think he's a hard worker and he's really sharp, former State Representative J. Paul Brown said. Jack Llewellyn, Executive Director of the Durango Chamber of Commerce, said Black has the skills necessary to make an impact in Cortez. I think he'll be an added asset to what you're looking for in the Cortez market, Llewellyn said. I think he'll be able to help rebuild the chamber over there. Jabor said her experience with Black at the chamber convinced her that he would be well suited for the director role. I found him to be smart, intuitive, and dynamic, Jabor said. He has a great business mind. He really understands economics, especially in rural areas. We wish the chamber and businesses in Cortez well in the coming out of the devastating 2020 year of closures and challenges, as we face that here as well ourselves in Dove Creek. And the Dolores County Sheriff's Roundup for the week of March 29th through April 4th, 2021. Deputy responded to a request for a welfare check. A deputy assisted a local resident who had locked their keys in their vehicle. A deputy assisted Colorado State Patrol with a pickup versus deer accident on Highway 491. They took a ready report of a possibly intoxicated individual. He stated the reason for his erratic driving was that he was overtired. The deputy suggested he find a motel or at the very least pull over and sleep. A local business requested additional patrols around their property due to someone that had been caught sneaking around the buildings after hours. They took a report of an individual in town trapping cats. Animal control was notified. They took a noise complaint from a local resident. A deputy and a RICO marshal are investigating. And they took a report of possible harassment. A deputy is investigating. Search and rescue conducted nighttime training with the Life Flight helicopter. Horses were reported to be loose on Highway 141. A deputy contacted the owner. A young puppy showed up at the house of a local resident. Someone broke into the vending machines at the car wash. A deputy is investigating. And the Dolores County Sheriff's Office recovered a stolen handgun. It was returned to the owner. There was 1 accident, 8 ambulance calls, and 2 transports, 4 new cases with 15 traffic contacts and 13 citations. There were 3 animal complaints, 16 controlled burns, 9 miscellaneous requests for service, 3 motor assists, 2 welfare checks, and 2 VIN inspections with 136 calls handled by dispatch. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. This weekend is the Four Corners Home and Garden Show in Montezuma County at the fairgrounds. Time to start your gardening, but of course be aware that the last frost date is late in our area. It can even be in June. So if you plant outside, be sure to have covers available to keep them from getting frostbite too soon. This Saturday from 10 to 12 noon in Dove Creek is the seed swap at Main Supply. If you'd like to hang out and talk with fellow gardeners, check out what Andrea has in for beautiful color and veggie starts at the shop, and share some seeds or stories with avid enthusiasts. They may even have some chicks there available as well. And don't forget that today, Wednesday, and every Wednesday through the end of April, is the basic dance class at the Community Center starting at 6 p.m. It's free to learn and dance and fun, and many will head over to Bangers after working up an appetite, as their kitchen there is open till 9. And to catch the program online, visit our Facebook page, which is DCTV Daily News, or also online on YouTube. Both you can follow and subscribe to easily and join in on the conversation. Again, it's your local community TV station, so if you have something you would like to share, contact us. My email is dcbnnews@gmail.com or call 970-677-4119 and leave me a message. Thanks for tuning in to DCTV Daily News. If you like the program, please do follow and like us on Facebook and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Be well and keep thinking for yourself.